This is the only spot where there's really any light and I can get somewhat of a decent session in. Yo, what's going on Team 20? I hope you're all super well. Today it is freezing, it's raining, and I was supposed to have a sprint session this morning. I'm supposed to have training tonight, and I was also supposed to have a coaching session, but it looks like all of that's going to be cancelled because of this weather. Now, believe it or not, one of my mates called me up and he's like, Sheldon, do you want to go for a surf? And I was like, oh man, yeah, sure, let's do it. So I'm heading off to the beach now. We're just gonna go to Manly Beach, get a surf in. This is just ridiculously cold. It's gonna be freezing. So let's head down there now and check out the surf. Man, it is currently 8:30 p.m. Everything's been so back and forth today. I haven't focused on vlogging because I've been trying to sort out what I was going to do. So the whole plan originally before the day started was a sprinting session in the morning, followed up by Wakehurst training at night. Now it came to about 11 o'clock or so and my sprint coach and I decided not to go ahead with the session simply because it was just pouring with rain. We wouldn't have got the best out of the session. Both of us are all for training in the rain, but we want to make sure that it's a decent session, especially when we're working on technique. So I didn't go ahead with that. And then we said, okay, let's go to the gym, get a gym session in. And he said to me, okay, do you reckon you'll have Wakehurst training tonight or do you think it'll be cancelled? I said, look mate, I think it's going to be cancelled. Because man, it's been pouring over here. And that was before I went for a surf. So we had that organised and then I get a message at about 3 p.m. that said, training is still on for tonight for Wakehurst. I'm like, oh my goodness. I messaged back my sprint coach and said, okay, we can't train at the gym tonight. It's not going to happen. Training is still going ahead. And he's like, okay, no worries, we'll plan for tomorrow morning. I was like, okay, sweet. Later on, a text from Wakehurst, training is off tonight, fields, they don't want us on and blah, blah, blah. I text the sprint coach back and say, okay, they've cancelled now, can you do tonight? He said, well, let's stick with tomorrow morning. So what was supposed to be a day of a double session, an intense day, has turned into nothing. And it sucks, like. It's really frustrating having these things planned out, ready to go, you know what you want to achieve in the day. Then little things happen where you're like, okay, I should probably do this, this is what's going to happen. And then none of it ends up happening. Instead of sitting here and wasting the entire day doing nothing, I want to go down to the park, get a session in. I think it stopped raining, I have no idea, I honestly do not care. I used to go down to this field all the time. It's Manly Oval if you guys know it. There's a few little lights that you get there and I just love going down at night. I think there's a few benefits to it. One is it's more difficult, you don't get to see the ball as well. Secondly, it's just a training session, you're going to improve. And thirdly, I love going at night and nobody else is there, just the environment. I feel like I can escape. A lot of people talk about escapism. Different people have different ways of achieving escapism. Some people love to play video games, others like to do work or watch TV series. For me, that's the best escapism, playing and training and going down at night. So that's where I'm off to now. Let's head down there and check out what it's like. I can't wait. I've arrived down at the Oval. I got the umbrella because it is raining down here. I've walked across the whole pitch and come to the spot which has the most light. Pretty much everywhere else is damp except this one spot, but there's not much light there. This is the only spot where there's really any light and I can get somewhat of a decent session in. So I have no idea what I'm going to be able to show you guys. I don't even really know what I'm going to do. I want to do the Ronaldinho drill. I want to do a little bit of passing, a little bit of long strikes. It kind of depends on the ground. I know this is going out of focus and I'm so sorry. Let's just get on with the session. First drill is just 2 touch against the wall, really firing it, and you can see in the corner where it hits the wall, it's a very dark spot, so you lose vision and then you have to quickly readjust your feet. Absolutely love this one. From there, went into some one-touch passing, again very difficult, focusing on making sure my pass back to the wall is as close to the ground as possible and not bouncing, just replicating the match. You don't want to give a teammate a poor pass that bobbles. Next up is some football tennis against this thing that I found, and this was very difficult. It never bounced back how I would have liked, which just was amazing. It made me work, it made me go side to side, and just overall a difficult drill, so great challenge this one. Ronaldinho drill, not much to say on this. On this first set, they were a little bit too close for my liking, so you'll see on the next ones. I just made it a bit bigger and it just worked better for me. And to finish off the session, one of my old favorites for all you OG viewers, you'll remember this one. And I did this a lot in Plymouth with a football goal, but with these rugby goalposts, whatever you want to call them, it's extremely hard. So love this one, 4 touches on each side, using both feet, like just great for first touch.
Alright, I set myself a goal to get 10 there. I think my highest was maybe 6. And man, that's a difficult drill in itself. I really suggest you guys try this, but maybe not when it's raining, puddly, and dark. Although look, I love it. It's a challenge. It just forces me to keep going and going and going. It makes it a lot harder, which I love. I love a challenge in life, in football, in anything. If something's too easy, you just give up on it too quickly. So I love that, good fun. I want to come back down here in the middle of the day when I can see the ball properly and then set a high target for myself. It's really important when you set goals in football or life even, you need to make sure that they're achievable. So today I thought, you know what, 10 is difficult, but I know that I can get it. If you guys try this drill, 10 is difficult. You're only allowed 4 touches on each side. If it was a sunny day and I could see the ball, it was completely dry, I'd say, okay, maybe 20, 25, because I'd be getting that 15 mark occasionally. Whereas if I said to myself, okay, I'm getting 20, then I'd be getting 6, I'd be getting kind of about, this is too hard, this is boring, I'm going. So 10 kept it interesting, always reevaluate. If your goal in football is to become a professional footballer, you need to break it down into smaller targets. My goal with my whole life, my YouTube channel, is to become a professional footballer. Now whether that takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 10, I have miniature goals underneath all of them. So of course I need to be playing semi-pro because I don't expect to just jump into a professional setup. There's all these different little things that go into it to keep you going. Because if you get to 365 days and you're like, oh, I'm not a pro, I'm gonna give up, that's where you end it. And it's just, yeah, if you want something in life, you need to make sure you're constantly setting these goals, constantly pushing yourself to the top. So good little session. Not ideal because I would have liked to get the double session in with the sprint training and the Wakehurst training, but hey, what can you do? You gotta make the most out of the day. This wasn't ideal either. I would have loved to come down here in light, but you know, when you gotta train, you gotta train. So let's head home.
I'm back home, I've had my shower. It's time for me to head off to bed actually. I have the gym session tomorrow, although you guys aren't going to see any of my day tomorrow. It will just be a game analysis video. So if you enjoy the game analysis videos, then, well, you got something to look forward to. Now I want to say, if you ever have a day like this where you have things planned, maybe you have a double session like myself, or maybe it's raining, don't make an excuse to not train. If you got to go down at 9 o'clock, or if you got to do something inside the house, if you've got to do little touches in your room, if you've got to use a size 2 ball, do something to improve yourself rather than just letting the day go to waste. It doesn't make sense. Because so easily tonight I could have just sat there and just watched YouTube and not gone down to the park and put in those hard yards. You know, I'm not sure how many people would actually want to go train in the rain at night. But me, I love that sort of thing. That's sick. But the people that don't want to make it to the top or don't want to be the best or don't really want to improve, they go, nah, I don't want to do it. Not today. We'll do it tomorrow. So absolutely love that. Good old times. It's good to be back down there at night. I haven't done that in over a year, I reckon. So anyway, 10 to 80, I'll sign out. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you want to enjoy the journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.